Yo, 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 good morning. Good morning, folkers. Snap Turtle in the van with the fam bam. Well, with the kids anyway. Got my kids, well, 4 of my 5 kids with me. On our way to the farmer's market. It's February 9th, 2019. And it's the weather's partly cloudy with a 10% chance of chemtrails. It rained earlier this morning. It's supposed to rain some more tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But you can see all the clouds to the south rolling in. What's good, princess? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Like I said, on my way to the farmer's market with the kiddos. And yeah, we're going to do our shopping for the week. So where I get my produce, where I get my... Yeah. So yeah, my kids said good morning, but they started buffering me. So they've been messing with my lives a lot lately. Notifications haven't been getting out. You know, it is what it is. You know. So anyway, so I don't know if you guys heard about Liam Neeson. It was post. What's that mean? Like, you mean buffering? You know, they do what they can when people start talking real-ish. Post. That's cute. So, I don't know if you guys heard, but Liam Neeson got caught up in a little bit of realness. He was being a little, well, he got caught being real on one of his interviews. So apparently, at some point, one of his friends were raped. Now he's talking about this during an interview for his upcoming movie, Cold Pursuit or whatever. So apparently, one of his friends got raped. All right, and one of his homegirls, and apparently a black dude did it. So he got so mad that he went out to, you know, predominantly black neighborhoods, and he wanted to attract some negative attention from any black man, any black, it didn't matter who, okay? This black man probably never did anything wrong in his life, really didn't have nothing to do with the rape of his friend, but he said that he went around looking to start a problem with any black dude so he can kill him. Any black man. All right. That's good. Yeah. So it didn't matter who. It didn't matter what size. You know, it didn't matter if they were a banker or, you know, a cab driver, a gang member. It didn't matter. He wanted to start some. Well, he wanted some ish started with him so he can do what he got to do. So he didn't want to just go start something. They had to start something with him so that he could be justified in killing him. Think about the mind state. All right, this is premeditated, right? Premeditated. Now he said it was because he was in a rage and he was angry, but he thought enough to know that he can't just start some. He had to get somebody else to start something. What's up, Derek? Have y'all been getting my notifications? Anyway, so he wanted to start. See, look at this. There's 2 of y'all in my chat room. There's 2 of y'all in my chat room, and they're only showing 1 person in my chat room watching. 1 person watching, but 2 people in my chat room. Anyway, so So he decided, like I said, this was premeditated. This was pre-planned. The problem was that no one took the bait. Okay? That was really the problem. So he wasn't that enraged. He wasn't that out of his mind to where he didn't think about the repercussions of just attacking somebody. He had to be attacked first so that he can kill them. You asked me, the dude took his Taken movies a little too seriously. I don't know if, you know, I don't know how well trained he is, but, you know, a guy trains for a movie to fight, and all of a sudden they think they can just kill anybody with their bare hands. But apparently they had asked him how he grabs that anger that he needs for the movie, and that's what he was talking about. So the question is that racist? Okay. Now, of course, Liam Neeson is loved by many. Okay, I like the dude as an actor. Yeah, he says he has a specific set of skills, right? So do I. Except I didn't learn my shit for no movie. Anyway, so the question is that racist? Is it racist? Let me ask y'all if something else is racist. It's a completely different thing. Is it racist to get mad at a little 14-year-old black boy because a white girl told you that he whistled at her? Is it racist to take that black boy, beat him to a pulp, and then drag him in the truck? Is that racist? Well, I'll tell you what, that is racist. Now, what Liam Neeson was going through in his mind was that he wanted to kill any black man. He wanted to punish someone black for the rape of his friend. Now, I understand the anger. I can understand the anger behind that. But if I were to get revenge for a friend who was raped, I would continuously follow up with the police and see if they can find the guy. And if they found him, and they're pretty sure it's that dude, yes, this comment is racist. Yes. Now, I'm going to find out who the guy is, and then I'm going to get my revenge on him. Yes, I feel like a lot of white people are racist too. But see, we all have prejudice, right? There's a difference between prejudice and racism. Now, if you look up racist or racism in the dictionary, it sounds pretty close to to prejudice. But prejudice is just a thought. It's like you're stereotyping somebody based on what you've seen or based on what you've been taught. But you're not really doing anything to that person. Racism is when you can act on that prejudice and cause harm to that person because of their race. Now, Liam Neeson definitely had racist thoughts, even though he didn't commit a racist act. Okay? I don't know him before that. I don't know if he ever was prejudiced before, but when that thought came to his mind, when he found out his friend was raped by a black person, I would venture to guess that he is prejudiced, and that he probably has done some racist shit in his life, because he's an entertainer, and I'm pretty sure his clout is so huge that he can determine and dictate who he can work with, who he doesn't want to work with, whatever. Now, Whoopi Goldberg defended them and said Liam Neeson is not racist. Was that Whoopi Goldberg? I think it was Whoopi. She said Liam Neeson is not racist because he kissed Viola Davis in a movie. Okay. So when the white slave owners raped black female slaves, they're no longer racist because they were willing to penetrate them. Give me the logic on that. Now, if Liam Neeson is getting paid $20 million a movie, $10, $15, $20 million a movie, and he's racist, you don't think that he would set aside his racist, ideals for $20 million? In theory and in practice, blacks cannot be racist. Exactly. We don't have the power to be racist. And if we do have some power, we're typically shitting on our own people. Pardon my language, kids. When we reach a certain level, a lot of us become coons, I'll say. They'll become coons. And that's real shit. So, but we don't have damn near enough power anywhere in the world today to be racist. It's just not possible. So now, everybody's defending Liam Neeson. He's saying, oh, I'm not racist, I just had a moment. I went to therapy and now my racism went away. So you expect us to believe that you went to therapy and your racism went away. No, it don't work like that. So let's say that he never had these type of thoughts before. Well, we know that he can and he will. So the real question is racism inherent in white people? That's my question. And now I know there's a lot of white folks that are down with black folks. And I don't feel like every white person 100% has to be racist, but this is the thing. You have to put them to the test. You have to put them to the test to see if that racism will shine through. Now, there have been a lot of white folks down for a cause, a black cause. But what often happens is they try to dictate how that cause should move forward once they become involved. They feel like you should do it this way, you should do it that way. Oh, maybe this is a little too harsh. Oh, they try to assert their beliefs into a black movement once they become involved, oftentimes, instead of just stay in your place. Okay? If you're white and you know that black people are highly oppressed, much more oppressed than most others, but we know that white folks, like poor white folks from certain like ethnic white folks, right? Like I would consider an Irish person an ethnic white folk because persecuted and oppressed in their own continent, but they're not nearly as oppressed as black folks. In fact, did you know Liam Neeson is Irish? Liam Neeson is Irish, okay? But he's still white. And the Irish are no longer as oppressed as they once were, even though they're being ruled by the United Kingdom. They're part of the United Kingdom Empire. But this is my thing. Irish were indentured servants when we were slaves, right? They made money, but not a lot, but they made more money than we did. We didn't make any money. We were forced into labor, all right? When the Irish started to push back against their masters, right? The masters were smart. They say, you know what? Let's give them a little bit more power and a little bit more responsibility. We'll make them overseers. of the slaves. So a lot of Irish were slave overseers. They became slave overseers because the masters didn't want them to continue to help with revolts and things like that. Because the Irish would help. That's real shit. There were some white folks that helped with uprisings during slave times in the beginning, because they were living in poor conditions as well. Here they have their Spanish, their Italian, and their English masters, the owners, the plantation owners. They were wealthy, and here they were working damn near as hard as the black slaves, and they wasn't making jack shit. They weren't making enough money. So they started help with uprisings. Well, that's when the Irish and the Italians and the Spanish and the English said, you know what? We need to level the Irish up to stop these uprisings, to stop them helping with uprisings. We'll make them overseers. We'll give them a little bit more money. We'll give them more accommodations. So that's what happened. And then from there, it went on. Then you had guys like Tweed back in the day in New York started running shit. Tweed is Irish. Y'all know who Tweed is, right? He was a cold peach. He was probably the first crooked politician. Well, not the first crooked politician, but you know what I'm saying. He was up there in terms of racketeering. Okay. Anyway, so Liam Neeson is being defended by Whoopi Goldberg, by the likes of Whoopi Goldberg. Now we know what type of woman Whoopi Goldberg is. We know that she is a pawn for liberal white folks that want to pretend like they love black people so much. Okay, the liberal elites. So she changed her name to Goldberg. Goldberg is a Jewish name. So we know where her mind is. And she was with Ted Danson. We know she was with Ted Danson. We know that she changed her name to Goldberg. I would venture to say that Whoopi Goldberg is no longer black. So she does not have a black voice, and she does not speak for black people. Okay? Now I'm going to flip it on you. Since Whoopi is a Goldberg and she's now Jewish, I'm going to flip it on you. What if I had a homegirl who said that she was raped by a Hasidic Jew? Okay? If she was raped by a Hasidic Jew, and I said, F that, I'm going to go to a Jewish area, try to get a Jewish person to attack me so that I can kill him. And it didn't matter which Jew it was. It just had to be a Jew. This Jew did not have nothing to do with that. Rape. Whoopi makes whites feel comfortable. Exactly. So, what if I said, okay, a Jew raped my homegirl, I'm going to go to a Jewish neighborhood, I'm gonna start some ish. No, I'm not going to start the ish. I'm going to make them start some ish. And I'm going to have them attack me and I'm going to kill them. It doesn't matter who it was. You know how hard the Jewish community and every other community will come down on me? You can't even say Jews own land without them tripping. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can talk crap about Jews is Farrakhan. And we know why that is, right? We know Farrakhan is on, Farrakhan got a pass. You got to get out of jail free card. Because, let's face it, he's an agent in my mind. In my mind, and this is what I believe, Farrakhan is an agent. Okay, he's been an agent for 30 years. And so the only person who can talk crap about Jews and get away with it is Farrakhan. Because he, in effect, is a Jew. Hold on, kids. Let me see what y'all talking about. I think whites ride the wave of being white. That superiority is ingrained in them. Inferiority is ingrained in us. And that's the problem. There's no balance. Whoopi makes white feel comfortable. Whoopi Goldberg, born Karen Jones, I believe. Yes. So whenever Whoopi gets to cooning, I pretty much say, you know, we know Whoopi is a Jew now. So anyway, I'll be right back in. You guys keep an eye on my kids, huh? I'm going right to the ATM. All right. All right, I'll be right back.
Look at Lainey. I see. If you're supposed to. Looked at me drawing on it and he didn't even say boot up, talking about boot up, talking about boot up. Pippi, boot up. Get your butt cheeks up. Ladybug. Like whoa. No.
This is Lauren Wolf, and you're listening to SF Jazz Collective Radio, Sirius XM.
Liney, what did they say? What did who say? You have to look at the phone and see what they say. Oh, never mind, Baba's coming back. Chuck. Hey, no, sure. It just said something. Baba, what did you go into to do?
Money. Okay. Princess Diana. I was thinking about going live. Ooh wee! Princess going live? I plan on doing a Hangouts tonight, y'all. So if y'all want to get on that, you know, we can get on that. I'm saying maybe between 6 and 8, sometime around there, Pacific Standard Time. Oh, that's what's up. We can do one together. We can do a hangout. And yes, if you do go live, you know, if you don't end up doing the hangouts with me, Hal, you gotta get on your computer and you gotta download. You go to your Gmail and you go to your Gmail and there's Hangouts there, right? But you can go on your computer. You go straight to your YouTube, and when you get ready to go live, it'll have an option to do it through Hangouts. Okay. Now when you know I'm your friend on YouTube, so both of y'all. So I'll give you guys the steps to take. I had to figure it out, but yeah, you just you go to your editor studio. I'm not sure you can do it on the phone. I'm not sure about that. Maybe if you maybe if you do the Hangout, download the Hangout app on your phone, and what I'll do is I can send you a link to join the Hangout. Because you know what? You can do it on your phone. I've seen people do it in their car. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll send you guys a link to join the Hangout. And what else I can do? I'll tag you in the live. I'll do a pre thing, you know, and I'll tag you guys in it. You have a laptop, cool. Yeah, you can do it on your laptop. That's what I'm doing on mine. I'm doing mine on my laptop. But yeah, so we can do it that way, and then we can talk about some very important things. We can have a dialogue. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, you know, the Jews. If somebody, let's say Idris Elba, okay? Idris Elba has about as much magnitude as Liam Neeson, okay, in terms of star power. Let's say, and they're both from the UK. Let's say Liam Neeson or Idris Elba said that he wanted to kill any Jew, pick a Jew. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, the hailstorm. Whoopi would have been in his ass. Whoopi would have. But let me tell you something about Whoopi, man. Don't talk about her Jews. Whoopi would call for him to be removed from any movie ever to be. So let's just look at the hypocrisy. Every time we're honest about how we feel about white folks, people get really upset. They get really upset. And usually what we feel is ingrained in us. Did y'all know that the effects of slavery, right? The trauma, the PTSD can be ingrained in your DNA, in your toolbox genes. That's what they call them. Derek, I know you know about toolbox genes. Toolbox genes are the ancient genes that get new information encoded in it and gets passed down from person to person. Like it always gets carried with you. All right. In our toolbox genes, the PTSD from slavery affects us today. And not only that, but slavery only ended like less than 200 years ago. Then we had Jim Crow. Then we had the Civil Rights Movement, which turned out horribly. Then we had the crack era. Then we had the, first we had the war on drugs era, thanks to Nixon. Okay. Then we had the crack era, thanks to Reagan. Okay. So we have to think about all these things. This is like, in terms of human history, this is like yesterday. So we might have some misgivings about white folks, and this is how you know if a white person is down for your cause, and they understand that you're oppressed, that you're the most oppressed people on this earth, and I'm talking about melanated people in general. Okay, then they should never be upset when you express that emotion. Like, you know what I'm saying? They should be down the ride. Now they have to be, of course, you have to be practical, and if they don't understand the anger, that's okay. If they don't understand, but they empathize, that's okay. If they try to gain understanding, if they ask questions instead of passing judgment on how you feel about racist America, then they're not down for your cause. They have to be able to empathize, and that's just real shit. Just like I empathize with the Troubles. Y'all know what the Troubles is, right? What the Irish went through with the British. Okay.
Okay.
I understand that. I mean, I empathize with that. I don't understand it because my people did not go through the Troubles. We went through the slavery. Okay. We went through slavery. We went through our own Holocaust. Hey, sit down and put your seatbelt on, girl. We ain't parked yet. I didn't go through the Troubles. Okay. My people did not go through, considering how mixed black people are in America, I might have Irish blood, a little bit of Irish blood somewhere, but I don't identify as white. I identify as black. I'm a black man. Yeah, I know, exactly, they are. The Wise One and Medic Asylum are my folkers. Those are my boys. Because you know what? I know they would stay. Like if we decided that we were going to start a movement, they would know their place, and they would defer to, they could have a huge voice. They would be able to have a huge voice. We need voices from white folks like that. We need their voice. You know what I'm saying? And I know that when push comes to shove, they know which way to roll. You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of white folks that we need in our movement. We don't need white folks that always try to Because you know there are those. You know the type. I'm trying to look for an example of. Huh. I can't even think of it right now, but you know what I mean. The country would never let dark, huge man identify as anything other than black. Exactly. And this is another thing, man. We gotta stop with this light skin, dark skin bullshit. We're you know what? Because in this country, if you have more than 3 or 4 generations of people in this country, and let's not forget the fact that black folks were here before slavery. They were here. Black folks were here before the slave owners, before the Europeans showed up. So more than likely, if you're black in America, and you, yes, Anu Cats. Oh, your shoe fell off. We'll get your shoe back on. Don't worry. So if you have more, if you can't say, I got my great granddaddy came from Africa, in all likelihood, you're mixed to some degree. You know what I'm saying? But we know that the black gene is the dominant gene. Okay, we know that. We know that for a fact. It's dominant. The white is just a fact. Genetically, the white gene is recessive. Okay. So we have to knock this light skin, dark skin bullshit off. We need to. My problem is, we are of African descent whose mothers were raped. Exactly. That, I mean, what people don't understand about that. You know what I'm saying? Like this Paris Milan chick, right? She's really divisive in regards to the black, the light skin, dark skin shit, right? And she insists that light skin people have privilege. Okay, she believes that light skin people have privilege. This Paris Milan chick. But what she doesn't understand is if light skin people experience any privilege, it is to cause a rift. It's to create a rift. It's very deliberate. They don't care no more about my light-skinned ass than Derek's dark-skinned ass. Let me tell you something. If me and Derek got pulled over in a car and a racist cop decided he wanted to kill a nigga today, he wouldn't kill one nigga. He would kill 2 niggas. Me and Derek. Okay? Look at me. Look there. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, there's no denying. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no denying it. So the problem I have with people like Paris Milan, okay? Paris Milan is not African, okay? Paris Milan is the one. She's a black American, okay? She probably can trace her ancestry all the way back to the people that were here before the Europeans came here, okay? Before it goes back to Africa. Most of us, we can, okay? But my problem with her is, my problem with people like her who talk about, you not black if you mixed. Forgetting the fact that she mixed. And she talking about how these light-skinned people with the straight hair, blah, blah, blah. How many light-skinned people automatically got straight hair because they're light-skinned? I don't have straight hair. When I had grow my hair, it grows up like every other black person's. Okay, my hair grows up and out. I can sport an afro. Okay, without a perm. Okay, not a Jew fro, a black fro. So my point is, you sit up here talking about people hair. Okay, you sit up here talking about people white or they not black, they mixed. Exactly, Paris Milan, French. Exactly, that ain't her real goddamn name. And not only that, her hair is straightened. You talk about light-skinned people's hair being of good texture, or what you call good texture, straightened out. But you got your avatar, your picture. You sit up in your picture with straightened ass goddamn hair and a weave in your head. What does that make you? Because you straightening your hair out like a white woman's. But you talking about light-skinned people have straight hair and all this shit. How about that? Anyway, so that's another device, some more divisive bullshit that we don't need. Okay? And what we don't need from white people who join our cause is to try to help us understand and justify racism. That's what I mean by, well, and you know, they like to say things like, slavery was, why are you drawing on this, baby? I have to send this off. They're drawing on, I got time cards in here for my employees, and look what they're doing. Okay? My superintendent's gonna love that. Anyway, so, yeah. I mean, we don't. Oh, what's up, Haas? She would watch Get Hair by Chris Rock. Hair texture and skin. But the point is, you can't sit up here and talk about light skinned people aren't black when you straighten your hair out. Paris Milan. See that I don't need black folks like that in my movement. Okay, you take your ass on there somewhere else. All right, I don't need you because you're gonna be up in my movement, starting crap between the blacks and the dark skinned people and the light skinned people. There were plenty of light skinned people that was getting busy. All right, Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, all kind of people. What else? Who else? Shit, Snap Turtle. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell, Princess Diana. You know, light skinned people in the house. You know, you feel me? But black, you know, I love darkness too. I love black women. I love dark skinned women. Those are my favorite type of women. My first wife was dark as midnight. Okay, my first wife was dark as midnight, and I was trying to have babies with her so I can have some brown skinned babies. But you know, I never had a kid with her. Thank God, because her ass was crazy. Her crazy ass gangbanger. Anyway, for some reason I was attracted to gang girls most of my life. I don't know what that was about. Girls from gangs. My wife was a Crip. I have like 8 blood ex-girlfriends. Detroit Red, exactly. And let's not forget Red Fox. All right? Let's not forget Red Fox. He was down too. Now, I'm really embarrassed. We have Farrakhan. Yes, the light-skinned people have Farrakhan, unfortunately. But I'm going to ask that you guys negate the Farrakhan part. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at my little black boy. You can't say he ain't black. Look at him. Look at his lips. Look at his nose. You know what I mean? He knows what's up. Yep. Look at my little brown skin baby. I got me a brown one. Look, come here. I got me a brown one. See that?
My Baba.
Yes, you're Baba. Yep.
You mean my Baba? No.
All right.
No.
Oh, Farrakhan bless his heart. Yeah, I mean, hey, Aaron Hubbard is gonna bless him. Let Aaron Hubbard bless his ass. Thank you, princess. Yeah. Look at my little snaggity children. Yeah.
Get out of my way. No. You're supposed to be in the back of me. I'm supposed to be in front
All right,
of
y'all.
you.
Well, let's get up. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna.
I have no body. I only have a head.
Yes, I'll let her know you saluted her. Her shy self. Princess Diana, don't trip. My wife is shy too. You can see. Look. Look at my son. All right. Whoa. Okay, kids. They don't listen, man. See, they got their own mind. Take care. Yes, we'll do a hangout tonight. Okay. And you know, come check me out, and I'll send y'all a link, and hopefully that'll work. So, Princess Diana, you gotta get the hangouts on your phone, on your laptop, whatever. Hey, close that. Did I tell y'all to get out yet? See, look at. Oh my God, they up here pressing, opening all my doors. Jesus. Oh man, they're just so excited. I've been working all week, at night. I don't get to see them as much as I want to, but they get all excited when they get to hang out with their baba. All right, y'all. I might take a video, show you what I get at the farmer's market. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all some ideas. All right, because I'm making some oxtail this weekend. Ooh wee. Oxtail.
You mean a cow booty?
Yes, I got smart mouth children. Yes. It's not the booty, it's the tail of the ox. It's literally the tail of the ox. Y'all know what an ox is? What?
A tail.
What's an ox?
An ox is a ox.
It's a castrated bull. That's what an ox is. Most people don't know that.
It's an axe.
It's a castrated bull.
It's an axe.
A castrated buffalo or bull. Bull buffalo or bull cow.
It's a buffalo.
I will. I'm gonna show y'all what we do up in here. Oxtail. No rice though. You know what I might do some rice. We get some real good rice from here too. It's organic, it's like heirloom rice. If you want rice, this is the type of rice you gotta get. The other rice, you don't know what type of plastic factory it came from, my G. Beast of burden. Too. Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be a burden in my stomach. All right, peace out, y'all.